Hello friends, this is Kevin aka K-Man1 coming at you with another episode of Sly 2, Band of Thieves. In the last episode we did some recon work around Dimitri's, I guess, circle of influence. And in this episode we're going to be completing a couple more missions that Bentley kind of went over near the end of the last episode. Yeah, if you open it with the Binocucom, then you'll be able to read the job titles. And just a little trick that I'll get into once we get into the mission, but you're going to want to complete Bug Dimitri's office last. It'll just make your life a little bit easier when you're playing through the area.
I just intercepted an email from Dimitri. He's ordered his guards to ring the boat's bell when the coast is clear.
Coast is clear for what?
Of that I'm uncertain. Ring the bell and follow him without being seen. Then maybe we'll find out what he's hiding.
Alright, and we just run up and hit the bell, and Sly will hide automatically. And here we're introduced to Dimitri. I love how his title is just Nightclub Owner instead of, I don't know, something more intimidating. But the big thing for this is you're going to want to keep a safe distance, and it's easiest to just do this from the rooftops. Because what'll happen is when he's walking around, he'll turn around, and if you're on the ground, then what you're going to need to do is hide underneath a table that he passes by. But if you're on the rooftop, then he just straight up won't be able to see you. So, and you can also hear him muttering in the background, but he doesn't really say anything of particular interest for right here. And see, he turns around like that, and if you're on the ground, you would need to crawl under that table over there, but since I'm on the rooftop, I don't need to do that. Aren't secrets like this just great? Well, I guess it's not really a secret, it's just, you know, a way to play the game. And you can kind of tell what path he's going to take by where the tables are, and if you just follow along with those, then everything will be peachy keen. And you can do some more of the idling type stuff, like spinning around on the spot, that I enjoy doing so much from the older games. Also, if you ever somehow lose Dimitri with as slow as he's moving, you can just ping the left trigger, well, the left analog stick, and it'll give you this little holographic marker to track him down. All very useful stuff. And also we get some amazing club music always playing in the background when Dimitri is around. And you'll be hearing this song a lot during this chapter because it's apparently the only song the DJs at his club know how to play. So, fortunately it's a pretty good song in my opinion. It's not like the greatest video game music of all time or anything, but it's catchy. It's like a real world club hit, you know? But anyways, we're gonna sneak up, and he is going to have the hardest time remembering his own password in the history of ever.
Good job tailing him, Sly. He had no idea you were watching while he typed in that secret code. Hold on. Looks like that door leads to the nightclub's aqua pump. This might be useful for the heist.
So yeah, now we have the key to this, the code, but what we're going to need to do is go back to the safe house and switch to Murray. So I'll just go ahead and see you guys once I've done that. Alright, and we're back with the man Murray. So, one thing you'll notice about Murray is that he is not nearly as graceful as Sly. He doesn't have any circle button moves. Well, that's not completely true. But his moves we'll actually be getting into in this area. This is kind of his tutorial mission. But the big thing with Murray is that he's a little bit clunkier to move around with than Sly. See, he tries to sidle along, but, you know, he's a big hippo. He can't really hide as much as Sly does. So he's a little bit clunkier to use, but he packs a lot more punch in combat scenarios. So he's basically going to be your big crowd of guards character. He'll be the character you're playing as during scenarios like that the most.
Murray, I need you to make your way back to the aqua pump room and sabotage it.
Jeez, I don't know. How am I supposed to get past these lasers?
You should be able to break that power box by throwing something at it. Press the circle button to use your stomp move near the ice machine to pick up a block of ice. Then press the square button to throw the block at the power box.
Hit the circle button to pick stuff up and the square button to throw. Got it.
All right. And I was trying to grab the ice block. This is one of Murray's big mechanics, is that he can pick stuff up and throw it. And in missions that center around it, there will be like spots which infinitely spawn throwable objects. But usually they give you enough to just do it the good old-fashioned way. And here, what Bentley's about to explain, but that I'm going to do better and louder, is that you can pick stuff up and throw it at guards. And then when you get up to the guard, you can pick them up and throw them into laser fields like that, or just into other stuff, and then they'll probably die. So yeah, all very fun stuff. And lasers moving, I'm just gonna... Okay, I thought I was gonna have to tank a hit in order to make it through with any sort of speed. And something you can actually do that they don't explain very well is you can just hit the triangle button and then the circle button, and you'll automatically pick up guards out of the air. So very useful trick. It can be good for fighting large crowds of guards, or just for scenarios like this where you need to pick stuff up and throw it at other stuff. And boom goes the water pressure thingy.
With the aqua pump out of commission, they'll be forced to route water through the old pipe tower. Those fools! They're playing right into our hands!
Alright. And the next mission that we're going to be doing is going to give us access to the vault for this area. Spoiler alert, I guess. And so now, I am just going to, well, do a little bit of clue collecting. So, cue the montage! Alright, and we're back. And let's just go ahead and jump into the next mission.
Sly, I managed to outfit this forged painting with a bug. I need you to sneak into Dimitri's office and swap it with the original.
Nice. So we'll be able to listen in on his conversations.
Yes, I thought things might go more smoothly with an ear on the inside. Just be careful with the fine art. Take any damage and the painting's ruined.
Alright, and the reason I said to save this mission for last is because of a mechanic we're about to get into. What happens is around every area there will be special treasures, and if you collect them and take them back to the safe house, you'll be able to sell them, and you'll get a bunch of coins for them. And so I'm mostly going to be using these as like the end slate clips, instead of having just the stupid little previous, next, playlist, subscribe screen. I'll just have either me collecting the treasures or a couple other things that I have planned, with just the annotations to navigate between the videos. And if you complete this mission last, then you'll automatically be warped back to the safe house instead of having to take the treasure manually. So that's why you're going to want to be saving this for your last mission. But anyways, we are about to get a cutscene.
The schematic indicates that door is locked from the inside.
That's all right. I never was one for the direct approach.
Swell, because the indirect approach is way up there through that air vent.
Alright. So yeah, that's just a little speedrunning tactic you can use. Well, not really speedrunning, but you know, just a little quality of life move you can use to, you know, just get some coins a little bit less effort than you needed before.
I've got to high-five give them to my main man working the disco. Spice sales are up. When that spice bites, that's where every home slice down in the special big money-making room. And nice of jobs there, man, I tell you. Keep on steaming ahead with my new clockwork printing plates. All of us retire early. You picking up on what I'm throwing down? Peace out.
Alright, so that was Dimitri, and he was talking about, you know, his printing press, and something about spice sales, so gonna have to wonder what that's all about. Anyways, that's the painting we have to swap with, but what we really want to do is come up to the vault over here.
It took some higher level math, but I believe the code to Dimitri's vault is 231.
And for this vault, we get the dive move. Bentley hasn't said it yet, but it is the dive move from the first game. It works pretty much exactly the same.
You've gotten the knockout dive move.
But something you'll note about it is now in my health bar I have a little power meter, and every time I use a special move, then some of it will get depleted. So that's just a new mechanic they introduced in this game.
Nice work, Sly. The bug's in position. If you manage to get the original painting back to me in one piece, I could sell it through my internet connections and make us a ton of coins.
Okay, fellas, I've constructed a plan to get at the clockwork tail feathers, but we'll need to pull off a few more jobs to set things up for the heist. First, Sly will have to pick a few pockets in the theater so that we'll have access to the Spotlight Control Center. Once that's accomplished, we'll be able to turn off all the security around the printing press. We'll need your muscle, Murray, to take out all the exterior alarm horns. We don't want anything to alert the guards while we pull off the big job. And finally, we'll need to get into the discotheque to drop this mirror ball. Trust me, it's all part of the plan.
Fish on spice, so spicy. I love and hate all at the same time. You talking about me, my friend? Well, I'm not seeing anyone else here, so you must be talking about me.